Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ilyas bin Amri. We are from group TBA 1145D. For today's video, my group and I will be presenting the chosen topic for our assignment, which is compensation and benefit issues impacting employees at the workplace. And for my part, I will be presenting the introduction for the topic.
Without further ado, let's jump right in.
Before we moving on to the current discussed issue, let me explain to you the meaning of compensation. First of all, compensation is defined as the total cash and non-cash payments that the employer receives in exchange for their contribution to the business, which also a fair reward in return of their effort. Employees usually receive benefits given by the company as a part of organizational membership, which includes health and life insurance, pensions, payable leave, and child care facilities to ensure the workers' welfare is purely secure. However, the issue regarding compensation and benefits is still lingering around companies in Malaysia, as some companies fail to provide the sufficient amount of salary and benefits to their workers. The entire issue should have been avoided, as a flawed quality of psychological factor of people may affect lower productivity in a company. This is because, despite having the best facilities offered by the organization, employees are still reluctant on delivering their best effort if an inkling of dissatisfaction exists in them. The lack of pay rise is mainly the issue, as some companies are way too extreme on minimizing their expense, so they cut off their workers' wages. Meanwhile, salaries offered also usually mismatch with the qualification required, as minimum wage in Malaysia could be concluded as pathetic. This is why dissatisfaction with salary and benefits and a lack of career progression opportunities are the major reasons for higher than usual attrition rates in Malaysia, involving its retention rates as the nations are transitioning back to on-site work after the recovery phase of COVID-19 pandemic. The problem has been voiced by various groups endlessly, but the solution has not yet come to resolve. Hence, compensation and benefits has been chosen in this report as a relevant topic to discuss and catches our interest to explore it. Thus, in order to resolve the issue, there seem to be a variety of things that we need to go further to come up with a solution.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Rosfridin, student ID 2019-23-2132. In this video, I will explain about the factors leading on the less compensation and benefits in workplace. The first factor is situation of the labor market. For our information, demand and supply can affect the wages levels. So, the first situation is someone who has specialized skill sets and expertise. The second situation for the labor market is a higher supply of human resources may not result in salary reduction beyond a floor level. So the third situation for the labor market is the lack of aptitude. This situation also may not affect the result on salary reduction. As a consequence, the law of demand and supply only partially applies to the labor market. The next is, we go to the second factors leading on the less compensation and benefits at workplace, which is prevailing wage level. For this factor, most companies set remuneration in line with similar roles provided by rivals. So the company will have higher labor costs because when the company remuneration is higher than the industry average. In prevailing wage level, it may struggle the company to hire highly skilled and efficient staff when the company's compensation remains below the current rate. But if the company want to increase profit without increasing costs, they had to change the pay and compensation of employees in the same industry on an equitable basis. Government control is the third factors leading on compensation and benefits issues impacting employee at the workplace. So, if we say the government control the wage level, that means they have their own laws. For example, the first one is Minimum Wage Act of 1948. The second is Payment of Wage Act of 1936. The third is Equal Remuneration Act of 1976. The fourth is Bonus Payment Act of 1965 and the others. So, the business must depend on the following legislative measure to determine salary and compensation. If any company breaks the law, the government may punish them to stop wage, salary and pay inequities as well as inadequate worker abuse. As we know, the employees have no right to oppose government laws, but they do have the right to complain if they are mistreated in any manner, such as inadequate pay or benefits. And the last factors leading on compensation and benefits can impact the employees at the worker is cost of living. If we want to understand more, when the cost of life increases, the products and service also increase. But this factor can be different by nation and by region within a country. Also, DNS allowance city compensatory allowance are granted to keep up with rising living costs and to ensure geographic equity.
Hi, my name is Zafran from Fazly and I will present to you about the impact from the issue of compensation and benefit issues at workplace. For the first impact from the issues of compensation and benefit issues at workplace is insincerity in doing work given. From this impact, the employees will do the work effortlessly and the task also will not be done perfectly. They will do the task as long as ready and can make the employer will not satisfied with the task given. Second impact from the issue is employees will have a bad communication with the employer. It will make a gloomy atmosphere at the workplace because the employee rarely communicate with the employer. It also can make misunderstanding information from the both sides. They also will always arguing even it is a small problem. It is hard for the company to make a decision. Lastly, the impact from the issue is employees will show a bad discipline and a bad manner. This is sign of oppose from the employees to their employer because of the dissatisfied with the compensation and benefit given at the workplace. For example, they will come to the workplace late and they will always talk bad about the workplace with their colleagues. This impact will give a bad environment at the workplace. So, this issue must be fixed immediately by the company or the organization for not to give the impact as described previously. If the issues of the compensation and benefit issue at the workplace being evident for a long time, it can make a situation become worse for the employee at the workplace.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ezariq bin Mokhtar and today I'll be explaining you about the solution from organization and government that can be made to overcome the compensation and benefit issues. organization solution towards compensation and benefits issue. The first solution for an organization, they can increase their employee bonus based on their performance. A performance-based bonus is an additional compensation given to an employee in exchange for their meeting for goals in the company. Every employee desires to be praised and they appreciate it. Thus, employees will continue to work efficiently and productively as we recognize their extra efforts and accomplishment. Thus, rewarding our employees for their efforts encourage them to work harder for us and attain their objective. For the next solution, an organization or company can implement a lot more benefits when working with them. Nowadays, we can see that most companies only offers the basic benefits such as healthcare. They can resolve this issue by adding a lot more great and valuable benefits such as free lunch program and retirement plans. A decent retirement plans and lunch program can make our workers happy and to enjoy working with us even though it is not very exciting. Government solution towards benefit and compensation issues. Government played an important role in resolving the compensation and benefits issues. For example, the government can resolve this issue by implement a new compulsory rule that is to make all companies are necessary to offer and provide more benefits when working with them. Compared to what we have now, the government can implement new mandatory benefits such as paid holiday leave. This will make all employees are free to leave while being paid. This move of making will benefit a lot of workers. The next government solution towards compensation and benefit issue is to for government increase the salary and wage level. With the step to increase the basic salary level, employees will enjoy much more greater pay than what we have now. Hence, most workers will not mind if their company offer less benefits and compensation to them as their wage is already high enough. This will make employees happy and the company happy.
Hello, my name is Izzat Syafiq bin Shahril from BA 1045D. So in this video, we're going to talk about recommendation and conclusion from the issue compensation and benefit impacting the employees. So firstly, we go to the recommendations. We believe if all the parties involved in this issue such as employee, the government and the employer, this problem will be solved smoothly. First of all, from the employee, they need to be confident and have a courage to report this issue to the human resource management and the right government organisation. Next, the government need to be aware and pay attention to all the report from the employee. They need to take a fair and immediate action so the problem will be solved effectively. Because from our research, there are several employees that already report this problem to the government department, but there are no further action toward this issue. Next, from the employer, they need to be understanding about their employee satisfaction and conditions so they will not lose their talented, motivational and skillful employee. Employer need to improve their human resource management. And lastly, conclusion. The conclusion that we gathered from compensation and benefit impacting employees at the workplace is the importance of justice in the workplace. Next, human resource management plays an important role to keep the employees' compensation and benefit well maintained. And lastly, the knowledge and experience from this assignment will surely help us to find and develop a good workplace in the future.